I need caffeine. Typically, I run just fine on 4 hours of sleep, a slight hangover, and aching muscles. But last night's marathon fuckfest was unlike anything I've ever experienced, or want to experience again. The chick wore a cat ear headband. In retrospect, that should have been my first clue. And she actually meowed while I went down on her. Yeah, like a cat. My back and ass bear the marks from her long fingernails shaped like claws that complete the whole cat-like persona she had going on. And don't get me wrong, it was sort of hot and kinky, but what the actual fuck? It's like every girl is trying to outdo the last. And sure, I'm down for some kink, but what happened to good old-fashioned boning, where the only thing that's crossing my mind is how good it feels to be buried inside a warm, wet pussy. I push through University Hall to the small campus cafe. Blair is nowhere in sight. Bummer. I was hoping she'd throw in about 12 muffins. She's hooking up with my teammate and roommate Wes, and the perks of my buddy banging a girl who works at the cafe include free coffee and pastries. I can afford it, but that's not the point. When I reach the counter, I still don't see anyone. "Hello?" I call out. A blonde head pops up, and I step back as cups and sugar packets go flying. My eyes catch on her name tag first. Katrina. Katrina. I wince and shudder at the memory of the catastrophe from last night, pun totally intended. But as my gaze moves up, all memories of the chick last night, and every other girl for that matter, disappear. "Holy crap!" She straightens and looks up. Long, dirty blonde strands of hair fall on her face, and she brushes it back with a hand as she meets my eyes. "What can I get for you?" Damn. Brown and blue eyes assault me. The left iris is totally blue, and the right nearly all brown, with just a hint of blue in the middle dancing around the pupil. I stare at each one individually, back and forth, trying to decide which I like better. I don't know how long I stare at her multicolored eyes, but when someone clears their throat behind me, I finally remember why I'm here. "Yeah, coffee. Large." I'm incapable of stringing together a sentence, which is definitely new for me. I can talk the panties off anyone. Damn, that chick last night must have really done a number on me. "Want room for cream and sugar?" I nod. "Blair working today?" She sighs. "Not until this afternoon. Sorry, no quotes this morning." Better to let her assume I just wanted a quote on my cup, something Blair is known for doing when she works at the cafe, than let her know I really wanted to wipe out the pastry counter on the house. As she gets my coffee, I take in her slim frame, the leggings that fit snug against her, giving me a preview of the terrific ass her apron tries to hide. She's not short, but I'm 6'6", so there aren't many people I don't tower over. When she turns back to me and sets the coffee down in front of me, I decide the best way to shrug off last night's weird sex is to move on to someone new. And this girl, name aside, is perfect. "What time do you get off work? Can I buy you lunch or coffee?" Her brows raise. Yeah, coffee was a fuck shit idea, but the only thing I plan on doing is her, so it's just semantics. "No, thanks." She presses a few buttons on the register. $1.58? I pass over the money. "Well, how about we exchange numbers and we can make plans when you're not busy?" "I didn't say I was busy. I said no thanks." The guy behind me clears his throat again. Look, there's no way to not sound like an asshole when I say that girls don't turn me down, like ever. But they don't. Ever. "You got a boyfriend?" "Seriously, man, I gotta get going or I'm gonna be late for class," the guy behind me says to my back. I turn, prepared to death glare him, but he looks down and his face goes red. "Coffee?" I hand out the cup I just bought in his direction. Without lifting his head, he nods, but makes no move to take the cup. "Here." I practically shove the coffee in his hand. "Sorry, but I need more time, so unless you want to be late for class, I suggest you take this one and go." I tilt my head in the direction of the door.